Hi! We are so excited to be with you today. I've got 3 of my kiddos. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
They are already hard at work on their projects so that they can show them to you at the end of the video. Now, a lot of times I do art lessons based on famous artists, and sometimes I do art lessons based on really awesome books, and I just found this book at our library, and I love it. If Picasso Painted a Snowman. Now, this book is about the fact that there are lots of different ways to draw and create and paint and express ourselves. Have you ever thought that there's only one way to draw a tree or a snowman? Well, there's lots and lots of different ways, and when we learn about different styles and different artists, we're introduced to many different ideas or ways that we could share and create and express our ideas with other people. So first off, if you were going to draw a snowman, I imagine, Isaac here is going to help us out, I imagine you'd probably draw a little circle and a little bit bigger circle and a little bit bigger circle on bottom, like he's doing here, right? I mean, that's how you build a snowman. If you put the biggest one on top, it's going to fall over. And then I imagine you'd probably put an orange nose on for a carrot, right? Do you know what? We try and do that, but our dog eats the carrot out of our snowman all the time. He loves carrots. Can't stop him. So I imagine you draw an orange carrot, maybe some black dots for eyes and for buttons, maybe a black hat on top to make a nice classical snowman. Well, that's one way we could do it. That's kind of our basic drawing of a snowman, would be those 3 circles, the 2 eyes, the orange nose for the carrot, like Isaac has done here. Well, If Picasso Painted a Snowman is going to show us how this author and illustrator, what their ideas are of how these famous artists would paint a snowman. These famous artists didn't actually paint snowmen as far as I know, but it's using their style and showing what their paintings of a snowman would look like. And it's super, super fun. So this is how you might draw a snowman, because that's what they look like. So it's a good idea. But if Pablo Picasso painted a snowman, it would look like this. Bam! Why would it look like that? Well, look at some of his original paintings. Can you see why he might paint a snowman like that? Not all artists paint the same, which is wonderful. It makes art so fun that way. Can you find J.M.W. Turner's snowman? Isn't that fabulous? He didn't focus on a lot of details. He just really liked really atmospheric paintings like these. What about Roy Lichtenstein's snowman? Bam! He's a hero that saves the day. He painted large paintings in the style of comic books.
Like when we were doing that thing.
When we made ourselves into comic books, right? Yep. That's one of my other videos. To make yourself as a comic book, like Roy Lichtenstein. But if you were going to do it like Georgia O'Keeffe, her snowman would bloom long in the desert. Though she's probably even more well known for her large flowers, like these guys. Love them. Yep. A patchwork quilt, soft and cozy, wraps up Gustav Klimt's snow family. Awesome.
There are eyes in it, like in the...
Yeah, he likes those swirly whirlies. We got a big example here that's always on our wall in our playroom.
It has a tripod.
How many snowmen hide in Claude Monet's haystacks? Do you see any snowmen hiding? Isn't that fun? A dust-colored snowman watches Pablito Velarde's ornamented birds. Love it. Look at how different they are. They're all pictures of snowmen, but in such different styles. Isn't that exciting? Jackson Pollock, do you know what he paints like? Here. So what's his snowman gonna look like? Splish, splash, splat. Bam. Fun times. In Salvador Dali's winter fantasy, snowmen drip like melty cheese. Or like his famous painting with the dripping clocks. Dot upon dot upon dot. Here's a snowman by Georges Seurat. So many dots. So many dots. Sorry for the glare. I haven't seen his in person, but I would love to because it's made up of all these tiny dots. Wouldn't it be so cool to get way up close and see each dot and then back up slowly and see it like turn into a whole picture? Very cool.
What if he's made out of tiny dots?
Is he possibly made out of tiny dots?
Yeah.
I don't know. Does he see the world in tiny dots? I don't know. It's how he painted. Circles surround circles as Sonia Delaney's snowman spins. If you look at some of her originals over here, you can see the similarity. The rhythms of the street made Jacob Lawrence's snowman smile. Like some of his originals here. Vincent van Gogh's snowman swirls and curls in the wavy, what does it say? Wavy hills. I would like to see a real painting by Vincent van Gogh. Probably his most famous one, Starry Night. So, what would your snowman look like? Now you have some more ideas of different ways you could do it. So, our art project is to create a snowman. And not the first snowman that you would try and create, but try and be really creative and think, what kinds of lines could you do? Could you make it nice and sway? Or is it going to be square? What colors are you going to do? Snowmen in real life are usually pretty white, or maybe some brown from the ground that gets rolled up in them, some green, maybe grass sticking out. What color is your snowman going to be? It doesn't have to be white. That's the great thing about art, is it doesn't have to be one certain way. In math, 1 + 1 is 2. But in art, snowmen don't have to be white. It's up to you, the artist, to create the world you want to create in your picture. So go ahead, get out whatever art supplies you have. Crayons, colored pencils, oil pastels, watercolors, acrylic paints, Play-Doh, whatever you want. And go ahead and create some awesome snowmen. An extra credit project might be to pick a famous artist that's not in this book and draw a snowman in their style, how you think they would have painted a snowman if they did it. So you'd have to come up with a different artist. You might have to ask your mom or dad or teacher to help you look up some other famous artists. Maybe a Lauren Harris or an Emily Carr or Augusta Savage. I mean, there's just so many awesome ideas, different artists that you could choose. So the extra credit project would be to create a snowman in another famous artist style, as if it would be a page that you would add into this book. So again, this is If Picasso Painted a Snowman by Amy and Greg Newbold. I found it in our library. Super awesome. I'll include a link in the show notes to where you could get it online. I'm not being paid to advertise this book. I just think it's super, super awesome and makes for a really fun art project. So let's take a look at what my kiddos have been doing.
I have a pumpkin snowman.
Awesome. Those aren't round, are they? Awesome. What are you going to come up with? Be creative. Go with anything, any crazy idea that pops into your head. Try it out. And as always, have fun arting. Hope to see you next time.